Hey everyone, if you're interested in creating content as a side project and building an online audience and passive income streams, this video is for you. I am going to talk about how to start your creator journey without quitting your full-time job. So it's been about a year and a half since I quit my job and became a full-time creator. Honestly, it was tough financially. In some months, I made like $7,000, but in other months, I made only like $500. Despite this financial instability, there are lots of things I love about this job. The best part is freedom. You work for yourself, which means you can make your own schedule and work with only people you like. If you're thinking of becoming a creator, either full-time or part-time, I want to show you a simple roadmap of how you can get started and eventually build online income streams. Something I want to say right off the bat is that you don't have to quit your 9-to-5 job, like ever, if you don't want to. Many creators, including me, tend to fantasize about being a creator and having the freedom, but what we don't often say is how tough it can be. There are lots of ups and downs, and I've had countless nights where I couldn't sleep at all because I was worried about money. Whereas having a 9-to-5 job is a huge advantage because it gives you a stable income. Knowing you're going to get a certain amount of money every single month is so comforting. So my advice is keep your day job and start your creator job as a side project for the evenings and weekends. That being said, let's talk about how you can get started. Becoming a creator is easy. You just have to write, film, or make something and publish it online. It takes as quick as just a few hours. But building online income streams isn't that easy and can take months and years of consistency. The roadmap is like this. You spend 1 to 3 years just creating content and teaching everything you know for free to build an audience and gain trust and credibility. You make almost no money during this stage because nobody wants to give you their money if they don't know you or trust you. This is why it's important to keep your day job and start your creator job as a side project. Then after a few years or months of providing free content, you can make your own products such as an online course, ebook, or membership, which will be your main source of online income. My next advice is to start small. You don't need to have fancy tools and equipment to start creating content. Just get started with what you already have and free tools. Nowadays, there are tons of free no-code tools available for creators. If you want to start a newsletter, for example, you can use Substack and Review. Both of them are free. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you can use iMovie or DaVinci Resolve. You can build your audience on Twitter too, which is of course free, just by tweeting what you learned every day. You can also build a website without coding using tools like Webflow and Notion. There are hundreds of ways to create content that are completely free. So pick 1 or 2 things you want to start. It could be YouTube and newsletter or making Notion templates and Twitter. Start it as a side project you do in the evenings and weekends. After choosing your project, you should block a few hours every week for just to write, film, tweet, or code. At first, you're not going to see any result. If you publish your first YouTube video, no one is going to watch it. Similarly, your first 100 tweets won't be seen by anyone. But that's normal. It's supposed to take a long time. A common challenge for many people is trying to make perfect content, which is impossible. You'll never feel what you made is perfect, and that's okay. When you feel like what you made is good enough, just publish it, because the faster you ship and iterate, the faster you learn. One of my favorite quotes is by Steve Jobs, "Real artists ship." This means you just have to get started and put your work out there. You learn and get better as you go. Also, maybe you just don't want to get embarrassed when your friends or family find out, but they generally don't care about you in a good way. For a moment, they might make a joke about it, but after that, they just get on with their own lives. Plus, how awful would it be if you can't start what you want to do just because you care too much about what other people think about you? Alright, finally, let's talk about monetization. It takes a long time until you can start earning from your work, but monetization is easy once you have an audience. So let's say you've done your work, you spent at least a few months or a year providing free content. Then you should have a group of people who like your work. Once you have an audience, start building small educational info products such as Notion templates, ebooks, PDF guides, or online courses. For example, if you know a bit about marketing, you can make a PDF guide on pricing strategy. If you're into Notion, you can make a bunch of templates. Then sell these info products on Gumroad or Lemon Squeezy for a small amount of money, like $10 or more. It may seem trivial, but I've seen many creators making decent online income from their info products. Also, even if you don't have such a big audience, it's totally possible to make lots of sales. So that is how to start making online income streams as a creator. In summary, what you need to do is get started, create a video, tweet, blog post, app, podcast, or whatever you like. Keep publishing even if you think it's a crap. Just help people for a few months or a year for free, then make a bunch of educational info products and sell them. And that is a simple way to make a living as a creator. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I have so many more things to say, but if you have any question, feel free to send me a DM or email. And finally, if you're interested in starting your YouTube channel and building an online audience, I have a new online course and community for you to learn how to edit videos and build passive income streams. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!